I don't blame Havertz. I do not blame Havertz for this loss. Arsenal won, United won at the Emirates. Um, Arsenal get dumped out on penalties. I think we all saw that coming once it went to penalties. But I don't blame Havertz. I do not blame Kai Havertz for this loss. That might sound surprising to you. I don't blame him. I'm gonna tell you who I blame. Blame is it definitely is going to be apportioned to someone. I don't blame Havertz for this. Before I get onto who I'm gonna blame, let's actually just talk about the match. Arsenal won, United won. Yeah, I tell you what, guys. First off, trust me, football cannot be the bane of your life. After that match finished, I was at a pub. You know what I did? I forced myself to the gym, had a nice legs workout, went to Tesco, bought a 4-pack of chicken thighs, seasoned it, marinated it, stuck that in my air fryer, cooked some sweet potatoes, some kale. Oh my goodness, and I demolished it all. So, and then I made a really nice healthy dessert. You're probably wondering, why am I telling you this? Because I feel like all of that has actually enabled me to be able to not be kind of angry or as frustrated as I was after the match. Let's just say that. So now I want to come quite clear-headed talking about this United performance, right? So Arsenal drew in normal time to United and we lost on penalties. Don't know what David Raya was doing in the penalties, but I'm not going to give him too much stick. He was terrible in the penalties, but he's been largely one of Arsenal's best players this season. He's been one of our best players. He's made a lot of crucial saves for us so far this season, which is kind of interesting because we're so controlling. We have the whole point is control to squeeze the opposition, put them in a chokehold, and put them in a chokehold and limit them to 0.00000000002 xg, right? So if we're limiting teams to 0.0000 whatever to the infinity 2 xg, why are we still conceding good quality chances? Why is our keeper still been one of our best players this season? Right? Let me look at the performance. People are going to talk about, Arsenal, we had 3-point-something XG. Just like against Newcastle, we had 3-point-something XG. Because XG is Lord nowadays. XG is God. We created good chances. Rice should at least score 2 goals. He had a good impact when he came on as a sub. Man, that meal was really good. Anyway, Rice, he should score that header. That chance right before extra time, where he hits on his left, Bainda makes a great save. Rice should bury that though. Havertz misses the sitter. Absolute sitter. Where it's just a toe poke. He's literally a yard out. He misses that. Odegaard with a power puff penalty. And that was it. 3-point-something XG. All of this sort of stuff. And yet the most composed finish we have. Probably one of our most composed finishers at the club is our centre-back, Gabriel Magalhaes. Bruv. Arsenal don't fool me, guys. You can't fool me. I don't care about the XG. I watched that game. I followed that game with my eyes, with my ears. We had no shots that first half. No shots at home. That whole first half. No shot on target, sorry. Not no shots. We had no shots on target. Man United, who were playing super defensive, parking the bus, had 1 shot on target at halftime. We had 0. You cannot tell me that was a good Arsenal performance. You cannot tell me that only when we concede a goal is when we decide to start kind of playing football. I can probably only point to that flurry, maybe 15 minutes right after we conceded a goal, where we had a decent spell. Outside of that, even when United went down to 10 men, they defended well, and more time, when they countered, they were creating good chances. They were creating good openings. Like, I find it so odd. People keep talking about this control. You know, control all phases of play, Arteta. Bruv, like, we don't even look good defensively. Bruv, you were playing against 10 men, and Xerxes came on, and for me, that was the best attacker on the pitch. Every time he got the ball, kept it. You know, kind of like a magnet. Produce something with it. I'm mad than Xerxes. Do you know how mad that is? Where do I even start with this result? Where does one even start? Like, yeah, honestly, I'm stunned at just. Well, I'm not really stunned, am I? Am I really stunned? We've been playing like this all season. We played like this. We stuck it on Wolves at the start of the season. We should have battered them. We won 2-0. Fair enough. I'm thinking, okay, in a game where we have so much dominance, we missed chances. We should be killing teams. Maybe we should win. We should win that game 4-5-0. I'm like, fair enough. Control. We go away to Aston Villa. Terrible. We played poor. We had a decent, maybe like 10-minute spell where Saka has a chance he should score. Then we get our goals, good assist from Saka, and then the rest is history, right? We win 2-0. And I'm coming out that match thinking, man, like, if Villa took their chances, we should have lost. Fair. We play Atalanta 0-0 away. Terrible performance. And you're thinking, okay, well, it is Atalanta. They are a team that's second in the Serie A. They're a good team. Fair dues. Fair. But then the performances didn't change. We still kept churning out garbage with Odegaard. Before his injury. Then he got injured and we started churning out even worse football. He came back, against Chelsea. We weren't great. Against Chelsea. He fashioned a good chance. Then we concede. Okay. Sporting Lisbon, we cook him. West Ham, we cook him. But outside of that, what good performance? Nottingham Forest, we moved to them. Fairs. Outside of that, what good performances have Arsenal had? And the crazy thing is, I've been making excuses. I've been letting hope blind me all season. I've been making excuses for the team. Oh yeah, it's just, I just can't make any excuses anymore because we're doing all of this control stuff, but we keep conceding goals. We're conceding goals. For all of this control, United didn't need to have much of the ball today. Like, teams have got it figured out when they come to the Emirates. Give them the ball. We had 60-something% possession of the ball in the first half. Tell me what we did. Side to side. And even in the second half, when we were down to 10, what was our tactic? Spam crosses into the box. Probably the only two pieces of ingenuity, runners in behind, having a runner in behind, playing a ball, Jorginho. Isn't that embarrassing? Jorginho, I know he's got that pass in him, but Jorginho is the guy unlocking defenses for us. Where's our captain? Where's Martin Odegaard? Where is he? Oh no, he's too busy in the touchline doing this. I can't even do this too much because I fell off my back and I sprained my wrist. He's doing this. Put some good performances in then, bro. You're the captain. The only 2 times that game, I think it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that Sterling, who we've been giving so much stick, who's been injured, bear in mind, comes on that pitch. Wasn't even that good. Yet he was head and shoulders the best offensive minded player we had. Strange. Very, very strange to me. And look, shock horror. Teams defend us from set pieces. Do we score a goal? No, we don't. This is what I've been saying it. Why has Yova got a mural? Why has Nicholas Yova got a mural outside the Emirates? Who did that? Why has he got a mural? For what? Nah, I'm not even looking down on set pieces. I like to use it as a weapon. But wow, like, what are you gonna show me when we did? Where's the goals coming from if teams defend set pieces? The tactics were just abysmal by Arteta. It's the same football all the time. Side to side, side to side, side to side, ball to feet. So slow, so pedantic, so predictable. It's like you're basically telling the opposition, we're just gonna play football and give you time to get into your shape. Not quick, no tempo, no urgency. And one of the things that really, really infuriates me is when the team needs a goal, we don't play like we need a goal. We don't play with urgency. You see that clip of Odegaard? It's 1-1, running, you've got the space to run into. My man checks back, does a 360 turn. Rice is fuming. Rice is like, what are you doing? Don't even get me started on Marino, who I think will actually come good. I actually don't think he's that bad a player. I just think we're asking okay, average players to give us the extraordinary. Whose fault is that? That's the manager. Let me actually just look at the player ratings. Let me just look today. Who played well? Raya had an okay game. He made the save he made in extra time. That was a good save. Fair. His penalty performance was abysmal. And I mean, you can't really do much about the Bruno goal. Bruno packed, fantastic finish. He packed that away. And you got to give credit to United. They had a game plan. What was their game plan? Let's sit. Let's be compact. Let's just wait for a mistake. That's how you beat control. That's how you beat the control tactic. Just be compact, set up a low block, there will be a mistake. There'll be a mistake. Surely you can't make mistakes when you're control. Well, we continually do it. Made a mistake. Gabriel slips. Pounced on it. Pack us away. And you know what's crazy? Even when they were down to 10, when we made mistakes, the Thomas Partey dragged back and all of this stuff, United broke on us, they looked threatening. They looked more threatening than we did. Make that make sense to me. They're one man down, but when they were attacking and countering on us, we looked like we were one man down. Make that make sense to me. That means we were top heavy when we were attacking, but I didn't see anything. People are putting balls into the box. There's no desire, no urgency to get onto it. Anywho, player ratings. Timber had an okay game. Saliba had a good game. Gabriel had a good game, I thought. The padlocked Hoyland. Xerxes came on and caused them problems, though. I can't lie, I was impressed with that by Xerxes. Skelly, as always, boss. Leader. Future Arsenal captain. Jorginho had a decent game, in my opinion. If not for poor, wasteful finishing. Even that Trossard chance. It's just so powder puff. It's just so, like, paper thin. Where's your hunger? Where's your desire? How's the lit getting there before you, bro? Don't you want to eat? Don't you want to score a goal? Anyway. Jorginho I thought he had a good game. Marino, average. Odegaard, terrible. And I'll get onto him later. Terrible. Fair enough. Maybe it's the injury. Maybe, obviously, he was out for 2 months. And when he came back like a house on fire. You know, instantly the team started. Maybe he's allowed, I guess, granted, he's allowed a lot. I still think Odegaard is a world-class player. I still think he's better than James Maddison. I still think he's better than Bruno. Because Odegaard can run in midfield. He's just out of form. And unfortunately, he's not a maverick. He's not the guy that can thrive even when the team is completely off it, right? Jesus, average. I hope it's looking like an ACL for him. But apparently we don't need a striker. Our manager doesn't think we need a striker. Martinelli had a good game. I thought he had a good game. positive, bright, taking on his man, putting good balls into the box. HAVERTZ, disaster class, absolute stinker. Sterling had a good game. He's going to start against Spurs. He's going to have to, you know. Like, I find that mad. He's just come back from injury. We've been making jokes about, oh, yeah, he's pregnant. But he was our best, he was our best defensive player. Declan Rice, when he came on, much more impetus, more thrust. It's just this team, man. So disappointing. One of the things that really disappointed me, though, was just the lack of leadership. Lack of leadership off the pitch, lack of leadership on the pitch. I'm sorry, Odegaard, if you're my captain, bro, if you're the captain of this team, you're the captain. Doesn't make sense. You got a team full of 6-foot-something giants, and this leprechaun is like, sorry to say that, but he's tiny. He's the captain. Fair enough, he's probably doing stuff off the pitch that I'm not aware of, and his off-the-ball press and how he leads the press. But I want to see more from you offensively, which I haven't. The team has needed you. Where are you, bro? Where is my captain? Where's the guy that's going to get this team locked in? That was not you, Martin Odegaard. That's not been you. Every time Arsenal are in a rut, right? He goes with them. He's not that outlier. That's not what a captain does. I'm used to captains like Cesc Fabregas. When our team is in the mud, all right, I'm taking the game by the scruff. I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna make chances. I'm used to Van Persie. I'm used to those type of captains. I'm not used like Odegaard is kind of sliding into William Gallas captaincy territory. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean like in professionalism. No, Odegaard is a consummate professional. I mean, what's your impact on the team when there's adversity? I don't see. All he does is just to the crowd. Bro, if you play well, you don't need to do that to the crowd. They will get behind you if you start playing well. On his day, Odegaard is a world-class player. But that's the problem. It needs to be his day. Why can't you turn up why can't you turn up when it's not your day? Saka's proven these guys are just not at it. Right? And like I said, it's not Havertz's fault. I don't blame Kai Havertz for the loss today. I blame my manager. I blame the guy who bought him to be an 8, even though he wasn't an 8, then switched him to striker, even though he's not a striker, and then didn't buy a striker in the summer and then proceeds to start him as the starting 9. I blame him. Players like Havertz, Trossard, I can't be mad at them. I'm asking them to be something. Why am I going to be angry at them for not being something that they're not? He's not a gunman. Havertz isn't a gunman. He's not. Like, he's not. Why are people surprised? He's not a gunman. He never was. This whole Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff, project that Arteta's done. You know, I remember when he bought Havertz, I was against the signing, but I said, you know what? I back Arteta. He's gotten us this far. He got us a title challenge. You know, this was the 22-23 season where we should have won it, but we didn't. Okay, cool, calm, bro. But I remember saying, that's a big move. I'm going to back you, but this is a move this is something that's got to work out. If it doesn't work out, this is on him. And lo and behold, sadly, I've been proven right. So why are fans should not direct that. I've seen posts, oh yeah, tell me how this is Arteta's fault. Let me tell you how it's his fault. How is it Arteta's fault that Havertz missed chances? Who's playing him as the 9? Who said 63 M's for Isak is too much, but 65 M's for a player Chelsea didn't want to pay him more money than he was on at Chelsea, 300k per week? Whose decision was that? That was Arteta's. Marino, that's his signing. Calafiori, that's his signing. These are all these players. This is not a board thing. Arteta's been backed. So I don't blame Havertz. I'm looking at the manager. And I put it out on Insta. I've lost confidence in Arteta. I think he's got to go. I think I think he will go? I don't think he will go. I think he's gonna do his contract. He's gonna do at least till 2027. But man, I think he needs to rebuild this Arsenal team all over again. Sad. Sad, but this team has regressed. I don't blame Kai. He's a poor player. How many people really thought he was gonna pack away that penalty? I was hoping he did, but I had zero confidence he would. And look at it, it's a power puff penalty. And then you have Odegaard, the audacity. You pack away your penalty in the penalty shootout, and you're going like this. Yeah. Bro, why didn't you do that in normal time? Power puff penalty. And that's just Arsenal. Power puff. Might as well call them the power puff girls. Literally. So lightweight. So feeble. Zero conviction. Zero directness. And people want to tell me that this is on the players. Yeah, it's on the players, but we've been playing like this all season. And the mad thing is we play like this, no invention, no ideas, side to side to side, get panned for it, and then the manager goes and does the same thing. Same exact gameplay. And the crazy thing is we got Spurs on Wednesday. I reckon we'll beat them. Because fortunately for us, Ange isn't wise enough to actually set up his team compactly. Ange is not going to do what Amorim. Ange is going to come to our ground to try and win it. And to be fair, that's calm. Take the game to us. Right? Because even if you do give us the space, what are we going to do with it? Struggle to create chances. It's just disappointing. Lack of leadership. I think Arteta's got a gram. I'm done with his arrogance. I'm done with his lies. I'm done with his constant gaslighting. Even after today, he's saying, oh yeah, like you can't put it down to just a striker. A lot of people miss chances. That's the whole point, bro. And correct me if I'm wrong. If not for a striker, would you have won your only trophy? Aubameyang won you the FA Cup. He scored goals again. He scored the winner against Chelsea. He scored both goals against Man City. Or have we forgotten that? Even Community Shield, he netted against Liverpool. Right? Since Aubameyang. And the thing is, and that's the thing, people think I'm saying this lightly. No, I've backed Arteta. When he got rid of Aubameyang at a pivotal point in the season, when we're gunning for fourth and we had no striker because Lacazette wasn't getting the goals, and the team looked blunt, I backed him. 2022-23 season, he bought Fabio Vieira, decent signing. Got all of these guys. That window, the January window, we didn't get Mudryk. Maybe a blessing in disguise now. We end up getting Leandro Trossard, no Caicedo, bringing in Jorginho. When signings like that could have had a big boost on the team to help us get to the title, I backed him. I backed that window. Even buying Havertz, I'm like, why are you buying him? But I got behind it. Timber, good signing. I got behind it. I really did. Even this summer, I got behind him. I'm like, okay, fine. Clearly he trusts Ethan Nwaneri. Clearly he thinks the team has enough tools to win the league. I even backed him. But I can't put up with his arrogance any longer. I think it is downright arrogant. You are arrogant to not buy a striker and expect a clinical showing from a team you have seen consistently be wasteful. This is nothing new. We're not discussing anything new about Arsenal. We've seen this game so many times. We saw it against Newcastle. Just the last game. Saw it against West Ham last season. We saw it against Sporting at home when Amorim knocked us out. He did the same thing. Came to our ground. We were 1-0 up, popping the ball about. Missed tons of chances in that first half. Should have been 3-4 up. Their players scored from the halfway line. Deep low block all game, do nothing, and then win on penalties. I've seen this game before. So you can't tell me we're cursed. You can't tell me we're unlucky. If the same thing keeps happening over and over and over again, that is a structural issue. You can't do the right things consistently and keep getting the wrong results. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I can't keep consistently going gym and eating healthy, eating within my calories and not lose weight and not get lean. but yet get obese, get fat, get diabetes. That doesn't make sense. It means I'm doing something wrong. And this guy is so hot-headed. No, he's so obtuse to not see that he's doing something wrong. But anyways, guys, this is a bit of a longer one today. But yeah, so I don't blame HAVERTZ. I blame the manager that needs to go. I blame my captain who's not been playing like a captain, who's basically been hiding in games and then waving his hands about trying to get us to get gassed. I blame him. I look at my man, like, guys, let's just deep how mad that is. Raheem Sterling was our best attacking player today. Raheem Sterling. This is a guy who's been injured, who people were saying was pregnant. He was our best player today. Offensively, let that sink in. Raheem Sterling was our best player today. Let that sink in. Ethan Nwaneri has barely played, but look how much we were salivating. Because for once, a player was willing to play off the leash. Lewis Skelly, the players who have shown the most leadership ability in the team the past month have been the youngest players. Shame on you, Arsenal. Shame. Yeah, anyways, guys. Yeah, there's a lot to say. But yeah, we move. We move. Don't let Arsenal kill your vibe. Hit the gym. Eat some protein. Yeah, and spend time with your wife. Or if you've not got a wife, get one. Anyways, guys, take care. Thanks for listening.